Hello, this is Jody Colegrove with Quantum Techniques. We have developed a proven technique to quickly determine the root cause of your health issue using a form of energy medicine. I work with people all over the world, helping them determine why they're having a health issue and what they could do about it. I found something in an article that I found was really interesting, and it was saying that we as women do better if our cycles match the phases of the moon. And so what they have found that is if you have let's see if I find it here. So we are estrogen dominant the first 2 weeks of our cycle, and then we are progesterone dominant the last 2 weeks of the cycle. And so if you're in premenopause, what happens is your pituitary gland begins to say, okay, I've had enough. And it slowly starts to turn down the volume of the hormones until the hormone levels drop so low that they no longer produce menstruation. So our bodies tend to do our best. Menstruation occurs during the new moon phase and ovulation occurs during the full moon phase. Okay, so what does that mean? So you can look at it two ways. First is if you are menstruating, then go ahead and you can start taking freshly ground flax, 2 tablespoons during the first 2 weeks of your cycle. And then evening primrose oil between 1,200 and 1,800 milligrams a day during the progesterone phase, because that's going to add more progesterone. So the flaxseed does the estrogen and the primrose does the progesterone. So if you're not currently menstruating at the lunar cycle, follow your body's own cycle. Start by taking the 2 tablespoons of flaxseed, the freshly ground flaxseed during your first 2 weeks of your cycle. And then on the 15th, switch to the primrose, the evening primrose. All right. Now, if you stopped menstruating, then just take the flaxseed, ground flaxseed during or from the new moon, which is no moon, and then take the evening primrose when it starts of the full moon. So I hope that makes sense. I had to kind of go through it a while, but what I've found is that really does help you stay more in balance, and it helps you naturally take a supplement when you need more estrogen and then when you need more progesterone. And I've taken evening primrose oil for years and didn't really know why I was taking it. And what was really fascinating to me is I had tested it and I got, oh, it only tests as a 1. I go, oh, okay, well, and so I gave it to my husband to start taking, and he started losing weight. And then I tested, after I read this article, I tested, and the primrose tested good for me. And I was like, oh, well, I'm in the second 2.5 cycle of my cycle, and so, or second 2 weeks of my cycle. And that's why it tested good. So it wasn't testing good at the very beginning, but it was testing at the end. And so I found that fascinating to read an article and then actually experience why that was. And so the reason that my husband was losing weight is because he had become a little bit too estrogen dominant. And that's what happens when men put on belly fat. And so he needed the more progesterone to balance that out. And that helped him start losing weight. So I wanted to share that with you because I found that to be profound. So you can visit quantumtechniques.com, and we have more information and free MP3 downloads and manuals and information and more YouTube videos regarding how to take care of your health and happiness. You can also request a session request, and we can find out if your hormones are doing well, if you need to be reset or what you need to do, and exactly how much you need to take of the flaxseed, ground flaxseed, and also the evening primrose oil for you and for your body. So I'd love to work with you. So Jody at quantumtechniques.com, and you can send me an email. So blessings from Quantum Techniques.